Oh, God, why did this have to happen to me? You know why? I guess I was in love. I was dumb. What am I gonna do? Hello?
Amy Perkins, please.
Speaking.
Hi, Amy. This is Jackie from Dr. Stratford's office.
Oh, hi.
Oh, you didn't pick up your vitamins today.
No, I'm sorry. I was very busy.
Amy, you really need to start taking these immediately because in the next couple of weeks, your body's going to change radically.
It already has.
Dr. Stratmore also wants to give you a couple of more books to read just on dieting and exercising.
Listen, I guess I haven't really accepted this yet.
I understand. I know that motherhood can be frightening. But, Amy, they've been doing a lot of research. And the doctor just feels that there's some things that you should be aware of, like certain medications and what cigarettes and alcohol can do to your fetus.
I'm sorry. You've caught me at a bad time. I was just making dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. I just wanted to stress the importance of you taking care of yourself right now. I don't want you taking any medication unless you've checked it out with us first, okay?
Fine. Listen, I've really got to run.
Bye, Amy.
Thanks very much.
Lost your cool, Mason.
You don't care about anybody, do you, Peter?
Certainly not you. Is there any reason why I shouldn't tell Kelly the truth? Expose you for what you are? You give me a reason, something.
I've already established that you have no conscience, Peter, that you're totally immoral. I would only hope that you'd find some thread of human decency in you, not lie to willfully ruin another man's life.
Don't bag it, Mason. I'm not going to come to your rescue because of my conscience. It's funny. Although I might reconsider if you could tell me from the bottom of your heart what a wonderful guy you think I am. Then maybe I could find it in my heart to be lenient on you. Perhaps absolve you of any guilt.
Well, then you would indeed be one heck of a nice guy, Peter. But then I've always thought you were a rather stalwart fellow and a wonderful human being.
Nice try. Oh, no.
What?
No, come unplugged here.
Why, so you have.
Help me reach it, Mason.
What?
Help me, I need the IV.
What'd you say, Peter? I can't hear you.
Mason, help me. I need the IV or I could die.
No, really?
Yes, the doctors told me. Please?
Well, you're not, the IV's not keeping you alive now.
Mason, help me, will you, please?
What'd you say, Peter? I'm having a little trouble with my hearing. What did you say?
Greg?
Yeah?
Just a minute.
What is it, Augusta?
Where are you going?
Out.
Where?
I'm off duty.
For good?
Perhaps.
I saw you leave about an hour ago with your bag packed, plane ticket in hand. Is this permanent?
You're very observant.
It was a one-way ticket to Las Vegas. What happened? Did Minx fire you?
No.
So it's just your wanderlust that's taking you away from us.
Could be.
Is there something that I can do to change your mind?
Maybe.
Well, you know how much I'd like you to stay.
You would?
Oh, yes. I like having you around. I've grown accustomed to your quirks. Your eccentricities fit in very well with ours.
Well, in that case, I suppose I should stay.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you want me to.
Oh, well, I do.
Good. In that case, it's settled. I'm staying.
Well, certainly didn't take much persuading.
That's because you're very persuasive.
What is going on around here?
The lift.
Do either of you know what's going on between Brick and Minx?
What's the problem?
Well, I don't know. Warren, did your grandmother say anything to you?
No. You know, look, if these old drawings are accurate, this whole compartment then could be airtight.
Well, listen, I'm hoping there's a lot more than art treasures and a possible captain's log.
Would you two please listen to me?
What is it, Augusta?
Never mind, boys. Go back to Treasure Island.
What's the matter with her?
Beats me. Couldn't be that important, otherwise we'd never hear the end of it. So, what else do you think is down there?
Well, I think that we know that there's a safe, okay?
Right.
Now, in that safe, there's jewels and money and who knows what other riches, huh?
Could be like the Andrea Doria, perhaps?
Or it could be the find of the century. You know something? We ought to get the coverage on this, news coverage, the TV cameras. Heck, we might even get a documentary going. What do you say?
Well, suppose there's nothing in the safe.
Warren, let me tell you something. This ship started out and went through every exotic port from Europe to the Far East. I mean, we're talking Easter Island, Borneo, Bali. Lord knows what kind of riches are on this thing.
Okay, suppose there are lots of treasures. And this stuff's been down there for 100 years. It can all be decomposed.
You know one thing that doesn't decompose?
What's that?
Jewels. That's right. Here, take a look at this.
What do you have?
This is a letter from the captain of the Amanda Lockridge to London in 1884.
Wow.
Look at this paragraph.
This voyage will go down in history. It's been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Hey, this is starting to sound a little more like it.
You're not kidding. This salvage in Amanda Lockridge could be the salvation of our family.
Oh, I'm beginning to think you might be right.
Daddy. I hope you're not planning on making a big deal out of this.
Well, of course I'm planning to make a big deal out of it, honey. It's very exciting to me.
No, what I meant is I hope you're not planning on blaming the Capwells for sinking it.
Oh, honey, I'm not going to blame anything. Look, when they retrieve that log, if they retrieve it, that's going to explain exactly what circumstances the Amanda Lockridge went down under.
But why can't you just forget it? I mean, bring up all the treasures, all the riches that you want, but why can't you just let the whole question of why she sank remain buried at sea?
Well, you know I can't do that, Lincoln.
But why not? I mean, even if the Capwells were involved, what does it matter now? I don't want to know. I don't want anybody to know. Nobody cares about that.
Well, I care.
Why? I mean, what is the stupid feud still going on between our families? I mean, even Warren and Ted are fighting about something. What is it between you two? What are you all fighting about?
Look, Lakin, it's between Ted and me. It's personal, okay?
No way, not when it involves Ted. He is part of my life. Tell me.
Look, I can't.
This is more than just a feud between our families, isn't it?
Oh, honey, look.
No.
Warren has his reasons. Can't you just respect him?
Listen, no. Warren, you didn't used to be against Ted and me before. You even seemed to support us, and now suddenly you seem to hate him.
Look, Lakin, just lay off it, okay?
No, I demand to know what is going on.
Honey.
Mother, do you know what is going on between Ted and Warren? You both know. What is this? Are you all involved in some kind of conspiracy?
Oh, now, Lakin,
What?
come on.
Tell me. Don't you trust me?
Of course we trust you.
I hate you. I hate all of you.
Miss, for God's sake, will you help me, please? Nurse!
I don't think they can hear you, Peter. You'll have to scream louder.
At least I didn't mean what I said. I couldn't run you. I wouldn't.
Oh, I don't know, Peter. I tend to believe you meant everything you said.
I won't say anything. I swear, please, come on. I need that IV.
Oh, how I can believe you, Peter. I'm afraid that you'll rake me over the coals.
No, I won't tell Kelly. I'll tell her I didn't see you with Channing's body, that you didn't know anything about the cocaine. Please help me.
Is that all?
God, hurry, Mason.
What about who killed Channing?
Don't tell anyone you did it.
Well, you sound very sincere, Peter, but I don't know if I can trust you or not.
Oh, dear God.
Perhaps if I had your second confession on tape.
I hate you for this, Mason.
The feeling's mutual, Peter. This is Mason Capwell. Peter Flint has just made another confession to me. With his full consent, I'm taping it. Go on, Peter. Let's begin with what you saw in the study the day Channing was killed.
Day Channing.
Peter? Peter, wake up. Damn it, Peter, don't leave me now. Don't do this, Peter. Goodbye, Peter.
Hardly recognize you. Oh, dear God, I don't want anyone to know that I'm pregnant. Who am I kidding? Everybody's gonna know. All I have to do is look. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What a surprise. Come on in.
Well, I said I'd be back.
Yes, you did, and you're true to your word. You're not gonna leave town after all.
No. You glad?
Of course I'm glad. How about a glass of wine to celebrate, huh?
Sure.
This is some really terrific vino. It's really cheap, too. And I think it's from some vineyard in Cucamonga. Actually, it's
Cucamonga.
The sound of that's really funny. I'm going to have to visit Cucamonga one of these days, you know. Well, anyway, I just love the sound. You're probably hungry. There's some chicken in there, so I could make a salad.
No, listen, I wanted to take you out to dinner. Someplace special. A little music, candlelight.
Oh, I don't feel very much like going out to dinner, I don't think.
Oh, well,
I'd love to go to San Francisco or ride on the cable cars or go to Fisherman's Wharf, the top of the Mark. But I guess I can't go to San Francisco because I'd run into a certain real estate agent, wouldn't I? Rick, I never want to see that guy again. I never want anything to do with him again. Just thinking about him makes me sick to my stomach.
it's like this guy really done you in, huh?
You don't know the half of it. I can't believe I let myself get suckered in like that. I mean, he told me everything I ever wanted to hear. And I was such a fool. I believed every one of his lines. Oh, I mean, I fell hook, line, and sinker for that worm. Nah, the worm was on the end of the hook, right? So I was the worm and he was this big fish that gobbled me up. But I was crazy about him. And I believed all of it. How could I believe all his promises?
Hey, come on, Amy. Come on, take off this hair shirt already. Hey, let me tell you some of the mistakes I've made, babe.
I'd rather starve than go back to him. I would rather dig ditches or join the army or a pack of platypuses.
Platypus?
I don't even know what that means.
Hey, come on. Listen, this is over, this guy. He's a rat. Forget it.
Right. Yeah. I could never go back to him, not in a million years. It really shows, doesn't it?
What? What shows?
That I'm upset.
Upset? You? I didn't notice.
Oh. Whoa, I got, sorry, I got really carried away.
Well, makes you say that.
I'm horribly embarrassed.
Come on. I like a little genuine upset. So much of it nowadays is, feminine.
Well, I can't stand being in the same room with myself these days. I don't know. I start talking, I don't know what's going to come out.
Okay, come on. Listen, will you stop being hard on yourself? Why do you do this? What's the point?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I want. I don't know where I'm going.
I gotta tell you something. I don't know that either.
Oh, yes, you do. You're gonna go to law school. You'll become a famous attorney. Brick Wallace, Justice of the Supreme Court, and on weekends you can race motorcycles or something.
Amy, all I'm trying to do is stay flexible, not close off any options.
You like living on the edge?
Maybe. Sure keeps life exciting. Like today, I decided to stay in Santa Bárbara. I have no idea why. It's the craziest thing I've ever done. But somehow it just feels right.
I'm very glad you didn't go away.
And who knows? Might be the best decision I've ever made. Sure was the quickest. Look, the point is, we don't always have to understand and analyze why we do things. Look, nobody's got all the answers, kid. And it's not carved in stone that you have to have a plan in life, okay?
Well, it ought to be. You know, sometimes I think you're almost as screwed up as I am.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, you're the only person on the face of the earth that could. To being misfits.
I'll drink to that. Cucamonga.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I can't let you come in here.
Why? What's wrong? What happened to Peter?
He's slipped into a coma.
Oh, my God.
His IV came loose.
What?
I don't understand how it got loose. It was securely in place the last time he was checked.
Well, what's going to happen? Is he going to be all right?
He could have pulled it loose when he rolled over, but that's highly unlikely.
Well, maybe he did it trying to sit up or something.
It's possible.
You don't think so?
He was too weak. He could barely sit up under his own steam.
Well, what's going to happen? Doctor, I want to know what you're thinking.
It was suggested by someone that Peter might have tried to commit suicide.
Suicide?
But see, he rang his call button. I don't know, he might have tried it and then changed his mind. I don't know. I do know that he's in a deep coma, and I'm afraid it's life-threatening.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Did you see someone go into this room a few minutes ago?
No. No one was in there.
Mason was going to see Peter. Oh, God, Mason.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing. Excuse me.
Kelly, just where do you think you're going?
Home.
Wrong. Your doctor isn't releasing you until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow, today, what's the difference? Look, I've got to go home. It's urgent.
You'll have to get your doctor's permission. I have my orders.
I don't care. I'm perfectly all right. I'm leaving and no one's stopping me, all right?
I'll have to go and get an orderly for your wheelchair.
You know, she's not going to stop asking questions.
Yeah, I think it'll all blow over.
No, she really likes Capwell.
She's going to keep asking people until she finds out.
Look, Mom, I personally would like it if she didn't find out anything, okay? Not about my taking the coins, not about Kelly's accusations. I mean, someone's got to put a lid on top of all this. Too many people know already.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I just wish you guys hadn't found out.
Well, I'm glad we did. At least you know we can be in your corner.
Well, a lot of good you're doing me.
Warren!
Oh, come on, you two, stop it. Establish one thing here. Right, Kelly has not told Lakin, and neither is Ted, right?
He's probably afraid to. Probably afraid she'll take my side.
That's a possibility. Maybe we should tell Lakin what Ted and Kelly are doing to you, trying to pin everything on you. It's not a bad idea. It could break up Ted and Lakin for good.
Well, I don't think that's wise. There's a chance that she'll always believe Ted. After all, she does love him.
Oh, not really. It's puppy love. She'd stick with us in a crisis.
I guess we can't deny Warren took those coins. What could we tell Lakin? We can't deny it.
Well, I don't know. Think of something. You're very good at those things. You're good at being ambiguous and evasive.
I can't lie to my own daughter.
Well, I don't want her hating us because we've left her in the dark. So, Lionel, I don't really care what you do. Just do something.
Santana, I was just over at your apartment. I didn't know you were over here.
Oh, well, I have a meeting with Eden to redecorate the hotel lobby.
Well, how's that going?
I don't like her taste, and she doesn't like mine, so...
Yeah, I know. She drives me crazy, too. I really need to see you tonight.
Well, then that could be arranged.
Good. I'd like that. Nice, quiet evening alone with you.
Santana, I'd rather you would meet with Eden at her office instead of here.
Oh, okay. In the future, I will, but she hasn't moved into Peter's office yet.
Yes, I realize that, but from now on, please.
Certainly.
She's waiting for you in the study.
Thank you. See you later?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't very nice.
Mason, I've got a lot on my mind.
Oh?
I want you to put a surveillance on Joe Perkins.
Why?
I want to find out what kind of a job he gets, and then I will decide whether or not he should keep it.
What are you talking about?
I'm not going to let him work in this town.
Oh, come on, Dad. Don't you think it's about time we stayed out of Joe and Kelly's lives after all the mistakes we've made, what we've put them through?
I don't want them to be together.
She'll just follow him. Then you'll lose her for sure. Why not let them be happy for a while? They deserve it.
There's no way Joe can make Kelly happy. He'll just hold her down.
As long as they love each other, that's all that really matters.
I'll not have my daughter being a waitress the rest of her life.
If you let Joe hold down a decent job, she wouldn't have to.
Mason, just let me handle things my way.
You always do.
I want you to concentrate on finding Channing's real killer. And I must find out what Peter told Kelly about Channing's murder.
Well, I'll be going.
Your meeting over?
Yes, and I want to get out of everybody's way around here.
Oh. All right, are we still on for the night?
We sure are. I can't wait.
Good. Excuse me, I got it. Hello? Speaking. Yes. Yeah, thanks for calling me back. How's he doing? Oh. Just a moment. I'm going to go into another room. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
All right.
Mason, what is it?
It's just an update on Peter's condition.
I know what you're thinking. And it's not true. I am not using Mason. And I have no ulterior motives. I enjoy being with him.
I'm sorry, I can't believe that.
Tell me why you think I'm using Mason.
Santana, we've already had this discussion.
No, I want to know exactly why you think I'm using him.
Obviously, you've been using him to get closer to Gina. Maybe you're using him now to get back at me.
Back at you?
Because you're angry at me. Because you're trying to make me believe that you no longer have feelings for me.
Why should I? After what you've done to me.
It's not hard for me to remember what we meant to each other. What we said. The wonderful times that we shared. Feelings like that just don't go away. Disappear.
Well, they have. There is nothing left between us. I have no feelings for you at all. I enjoy being with Mason. And I've discovered qualities about him that you don't have. For one, patience, understanding. And he treats me like an equal.
I don't recall ever treating you any less.
Mason needs me. And he's kind and gentle and sensitive with my feelings. Something you never were.
I don't believe a word you've said.
Santana, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've got to go.
What did my father say to you?
Nothing. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Hi.
Kelly, what are you doing out of the hospital?
Could you excuse us, please, Santana?
Sure.
We were just on our way out.
No, you're not going anywhere.
We're going to talk now, Mason.
Listen, I've got to get back to my apartment, okay? It's good to see you feeling better.
Thank you.
No, I really shouldn't be eating any of this, you know. Cheese is loaded with calories and fat. Oh, no. Same thing with nuts, you know. Did you know that 17 and a half, 18 nuts contains over 150 calories? I'm not kidding. What's so funny?
You are.
Oh, because I talk so much? No, well, this is your lucky day, kid. You're going to split it up because I need to talk, yeah. Well, I think if I keep doing this, when I'm depressed or I'm confused or something, I can sort of sort things out if I just keep talking.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little like that, too. I mean, sometimes I just need to hear myself think, you know? Now it's my turn, okay? You get to laugh at me.
Oh,
Sit down.
I'm not much in the mood to laugh.
I bet I can make you laugh.
Don't make me laugh?
Yeah. Yeah, that was close. See, almost, kind of. Sit down.
I feel too antsy. I'm going to keep moving, okay?
Oh, I can see you're going to be a tough audience.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Where to begin? Why not begin at the beginning? 9 months before I made my grand entrance into life, my mother was a performing trapeze artist in the circus. Her specialties were double somersaults and flyaways. My father was her catcher.
You serious?
No, it's true. My mother claims I was conceived in midair.
Oh, that wasn't a laugh. Don't get cocky, you.
Oh, just wait a second. I'm just getting warmed up. Okay, let's see. By the time she was 3 months pregnant, she had to give up her high wire rack, become a clown. She wore a rabbit suit to cover her belly. Yeah. Okay, let's see. By 6 months, she couldn't hop anymore or squeeze into little cars. So they made her the gypsy fortune teller. She wore beads and earrings, and she had to balance the crystal ball on her belly. That's probably why I've got a flat head. Anyway, by the time she was 9 months, she was the fat lady in the sideshow.
Oh, no.
See, I told you I could make you laugh.
I thought you were born here in Santa Barbara.
I was, but only by accident. The circus was passing through, and we couldn't afford a doctor, so the tattooed man Elmer was my doctor, and the bearded lady, the nurse.
Come on.
By the time I was 2, they were firing me out of cannons.
Come on, be serious. What was your father like?
I don't know. I barely remember him. My old man, he ran off on us when we were about 4 or 5 or something. But I don't think I missed him much. I don't think he was the kind of guy that I'd want to know, you know? My mother, she was, maybe my mom was a saint. And she raised me single-handedly, on the road. I don't know how she managed. I was a little wild.
I bet you were.
No, I wasn't that bad. My mother was a strong and fun lady. I really respected her. Come on. Don't even make him laugh anymore.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'll see you soon. Yeah, I love you too. Bye.
Sweetheart. Hey, can we talk?
I guess.
Yeah. You know I love you, don't you?
Yeah? But I don't understand what is going on in this family.
You love me? You love me too?
You know I do.
Do you trust me? You really trust me?
Dad, I want to, but I don't think that you trust me.
Hey, there's something going on that I just can't talk about.
Why not?
Because it's something that I don't think you should be able to or have to handle.
Oh, I can. Dad, whether you like it or not, I am a grown-up.
I wish I could tell you. I really do. It makes me just uncomfortable.
But, Daddy, you are making me miserable.
I'm not trying to make you miserable, honey. Believe me. Ted knows something. He knows, or he thinks he does.
About what?
About something that Warren did. A long time ago.
Well, what? What did he do?
I wish you just wouldn't ask me any more questions.
I can't believe Ted won't even tell me about this.
He doesn't want to hurt you any more than the rest of us do.
But you're all hurting me. I can't stand it. Daddy, things are changing between Ted and me because of this. I don't want things to change. Ted and I were so happy. We loved each other so much. Now, I'm so confused.
Everybody in the world has problems. Nobody's exempt from it. Sometimes I think that maybe they're created as a test. Love for each other, huh? I would give anything in the world if you never had another worry or problem in your life.
I do. Very big one right now.
I know. Maybe if your love is strong enough with Ted, it's going to survive this one. And if it does, it's worth fighting for, isn't it?
Daddy, I'm so unhappy.
You were going to see Peter, weren't you, Mason? Well, did you?
I told you I didn't.
Well, he's in a coma now.
I'm sorry?
They said that the IV couldn't have worked its way out.
So?
So, it was taped in place. Mason, I know you went to see Peter. You had to. You had to have him change his story. But he wouldn't, would he? No, not Peter. So the only thing you had left to do was to pull out the IV that was keeping him alive.
It's a terrible thing to say, Kelly.
Deny it, then.
Kelly, I wasn't there.
Peter left you no choice, so you tried to kill him. You are a monster, Mason.
Kelly, will you listen to me? I've realized there was nothing I could say that would make Peter change his mind. He hates me. He'd do anything to ruin me.
That's why you tried to kill him.
That's why I decided not to see him at all. Kelly, Peter admitted to me that when he was on his deathbed, he saw me in the mirror. He knew all along that I was in the room with you listening. That's why he implicated me, to torment me.
You actually think I'm going to believe all that?
Why not? It's the truth. Don't you know what the truth is anymore?
Yeah, well, now that Peter's in a coma, I doubt either of us will ever know the whole truth.
Well, why don't you give me the benefit of the doubt, then? After all, I am your brother. He was a male whore. And how could you believe a man like that? Much less have fallen in love with it, wanted to marry him.
Oh, shut up, Mason, just shut up.
You should be begging me to forgive you for the vicious accusations you've made against me.
I'd never beg you for anything.
Kelly, everything you've said so far is conjecture. You don't know any of it to be true. For all you know, Peter may not have even seen Joe come into the room and go over to Channing's body.
He did. I know he did. Oh, I can't deal with you.
Kelly, wait. Where are you going?
To find Dad.
Why?
Because I promised him I'd tell him about Channing's murder when I got details from Peter. But unfortunately, Peter fell into a coma. So now, I only have part of the story to tell him.
You'd be making a terrible mistake to tell Dad Peter's lies.
You know, you frighten me, Mason. You are a very dangerous man, and I want you punished. Behind bars. And I'm going to tell Dad what Peter said, and I'm going to tell him what I think happened today and what I think you did to Channing.
You've tried and convicted me without a trial. Where's your sense of compassion? Your sense of family loyalty?
I draw the line at murder, Mason.
Kelly, if you tell Dad anything, our lives will never be the same. You think about that. Think about the headlines, Kelly. Think what it'll do to Dad, how he'll react. Think what the repercussions will be for all of us. Begging you, Kelly. Don't do this. Please.
Such a beautiful night. It's crisp and cool. You want to cuddle up with your girl, the girl you love. What's wrong?
Nothing.
If it was nothing, then you and I would be into something, right?
Yeah?
Well, then what's wrong?
It's my family.
Well, so what else is new?
No, Ted, it's not the usual craziness. This time I think it's something pretty important. My family, I mean, Warren seems to think that you're out to get him or something.
Huh?
Look, please, Ted. I know you know all about this, and I'm sure that if you just told me everything, I could help figure this all out. Help keep the peace. Stop anything from getting between us. Please? Will you tell me what it is?
I can't tell you, Lakin. Look, I'm sorry, I just can't tell you.
I don't think you love me as much as I thought you did.
Okay, Lakin, do you feel the same way about your family? Huh? They're keeping things away from you. Does that mean you don't think they love you as much as you thought they did?
I don't know what I feel. I just can't stand it like this. Everybody having secrets with each other. What is the point of it? Is it just some stupid feud between our families? I want to go home. I can't be here right now.
I'm sorry. This is really just what you need, and I'm sure of it.
Baby, come on. I want to help you. What's wrong?
I'm just going through something, and Rick, I thought that guy was going to marry me. I even thought we set a date. It's just catching up to me. Oh, enough of this doom and gloom. Time out. I promise. Put out some music. It'll liven me up.
Good.
Okay.
Not bad.
Would you like to dance?
So, how does this feel? Listen, most guys really stupid. My man, prime example. He walked out on the most wonderful woman.
You really loved her, didn't you?
Still do. Nice. Can't get over the anger and hostility. Guess that's the way you feel about the guy up in San Francisco.
No, I think I moved right into hate and loathing.
Maybe that's why I can't make long-range plans either.
What do you mean?
You never know what's going to happen. You never know when someone's going to up and leave you, desert you.
Maybe that's why I can't make long-term plans either.
Yeah, Amy, it hasn't stopped me from believing a few very special people. From wanting to make a plan now and then.
Oh, you couldn't make a plan if your life depended on it.
Yeah, but you could. You wanted to be a writer, right? And I think you're going to be one day.
What makes you so sure?
Because you're sensitive, aware. You've been through so much, you've got so much to say. You've got all this experience to write about. Come on.
Much at all.
Oh, don't give me that. In just a few short weeks, you've been through what? A breakup, a romance, the death of your father.
Couldn't write about any of that now.
All right, maybe not right now. But you've got a lot of things to write about. A lot of things. You're a talented lady. I can feel it. Yeah. And I think what I like most about you is you're a fighter. A survivor.
You don't know me very well.
I think I do. You're an incredibly strong lady who's been through hell lately. Amy, you can make life whatever you want it to be. And I want you to know, I really admire you.
I don't know why. Oh, no one has ever believed in me the way you seem to. Especially not me.
But it's time you shaped up.
Okay. Thank you. I think you're crazy. I'm very glad you didn't fly away.
Mason, hi.
Hi.
I was getting worried about you.
You were? Good.
Yes, I have to talk to you.
Sure.
I cannot believe that Joe Perkins didn't kill Channing. Why didn't you tell me about this?
I'm sorry. I should have prepared you.
I mean, to think that I went to the bus depot and you found me with a gun in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't do it.
No.
That means that Channing's killer is still out there.
Yeah.
I feel terrible. Everybody has been so unfair to Joe.
Well, he's finally getting his life together. He's got Kelly back now.
Do you know who the killer is?
No. All Peter said was that Joe Perkins didn't do it.
But Peter didn't see who did?
I don't know if he did or not. And now it looks like we might never know.
Why?
Peter's in a coma now.
Mason, what's the matter?
I don't know.
What does it have to do with Peter?
No. I'm just finding out how ruthless my father can be.
What happened now?
Nothing yet, but we're headed on a collision course. Maybe the end of my relationship with my father, maybe my whole family.
Mason, maybe you don't have to confront him.
No. It's inevitable. Just a matter of time.
Look, I know how ruthless your father can be. It's frightening.
Yeah. He's a dangerous man. He's capable of ruining somebody's life without batting an eyelash.
I know.
Santana, I want to spend the night with you tonight. I need to be with you tonight. I really do.
Kelly, I just talked to the doctor. Why are you here? You're supposed to be at the hospital.
Daddy, we've got to talk about Channing's murder.
Have you heard something more from Peter?
No, he slipped into a coma before we had a chance to talk. I don't think he's going to make it.
I'm sorry, honey. I know how you must feel.
Daddy, he can't die now.
I know he meant a lot to you.
Look, I know he's been a liar and he's been evil and he tried to kill Joe, but I've just got to talk to him one more time.
Do you think he knows anything more about Channing's murder, more than he's already told you?
Yes, but what he's told me so far may be all I'll ever know.
Well, what is it, honey? What did he say?
Daddy, look, I know I have to tell you what Peter said, but it is so hard.
Baby, honey, your hands are cold. I don't want you overdoing it now. I don't want you to get upset. I want you well, 100%.
Daddy, please. I've learned something about someone that has made me hate them with all my heart.
Oh, baby.
I hate him for what he did to Channing, for what he did to Joe, and to you and to me. I hate him. I just hate him.